Welcome, welcome, welcome to my YouTube. I'm your hostess with the mostest Tune Time. Remember, Tune Time is the right time to talk. How y'all doing today? Today's topic is I'm doing a live debate, and I will be debating who is the Messiah. Now, this is a very controversial for the scientists and Scientology era, also for the unbelievers who don't believe that there is a Messiah. What you will hear in the background will be me debating. And I just wanted to jump on here and go down our justice report. And today's county for our justice report is, drum roll, please. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. And we're going to talk about the percentage and the rate of the children who have been put into the system. And we're also going to talk about the people who put the children in the system. And we're going to talk about what happens after the parents have their children removed illegally. So we want to keep in mind that Trump, our president, we're going to keep in prayers for our president that he continue to break up these organizations who are not for the people. Also, so yeah, that's what we're doing today. And the debate, guys, is about. Yeah, y'all hear it in the background, but we want to make sure that y'all are aware of what's going on here. And I said to you guys a few weeks back that I was not going to stop reporting the news on this one. I'm not going to let up because of my grandson and Messiah. And you guys know from the last feed that he was illegally removed from us. And so we want to be aware of what's happening in our system, guys. And more of us need to come out, okay, and not only vote these people out, but run for candidacy, be the change that we're looking for. And again, I wasn't expecting a lot of help from this, but if you don't try, then won't nothing get done. So I'm a firm believer in trying to get the awareness out there and make sure that everybody knows what is happening. But here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, it is ruthless. And I can stand to say this. I believe that there is trafficking of children here because the way and the diabolical timeline of how they take the children and how they do the parents and things of this nature and the foster parents and the monies that's going into it and the adoptions that they're adopting the children out when their families are fighting for their children, but they will adopt them out. So we are just looking and hoping that the awareness come here. Okay, send. I'm gonna say something to the president every time I'm on live because I hope he hear this. Donald Trump, that's right, President-elect Donald Trump. I'm gonna always recognize the president because I need him to hear this. This is a cry of a concerned parent, grandparent, mother. Okay, this is a cry for help, and yeah. And and I know that it's dangerous trying to report these types of things, but just like you stood, Mr. President, and you told them F them because they missed. I'm saying the same thing. I will not stop reporting about Messiah Boys. I will not stop reporting about Jaden Smith. So if you have any information on these two children, if you are the foster parents or the adopted parents of these children, you must know that these children was taken illegally. You must know that these children have family members who love them, who never wanted them to leave their sight. But because of the ring of corruption that is happening here, And I can only speak for Lawrenceburg because I ain't never had this problem. And I done had 3 kids. I done raised 3 kids and somebody else's kids. You understand? And so I ain't never had this problem with corruption. That's exactly what it is. And I'm going to call a spade a spade. And it's here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. It's here in Lawrence County. And we're looking that they break this case open. And I'm not the only one that feel this way. Okay? I'm not the only one who have encountered the injustice with their children. And we're asking you, Mr. President, to help us. We see you working. We know you got a heavy job, but we're keeping you in our prayers and hoping that you come over here and break this up because it needs to be rectified. Now, I've heard everybody is basically retiring and moving into different counties and all of these things, but it's still a trail. You might be retired, but you still gonna be tried. It shall not go unpunished. That's Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and I'm going to continue to be report on the awareness of the injustice that is happening here. I'm going to continue to look into what is happening here in the Lawrence County area with our children. This is a cry for help. And I have a few names, and y'all should know these names by now. I run them down every week, and I'm going to continue to do that. Okay. So we're going to start at the top. I guess we'll go to the top to the bottom. Brain leader is Magistrate Ashley Duncan. Okay, that's of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. And this is a magistrate judge of juvenile court system. Now you have a private, who they call private, but she always got a nose and everything. That's an attorney, Stacy O'Neill. Such a sinister young lady. And then you have also who try to sit back and seem like she the nice one, caseworker, Department of Children's Services. I don't know if they let her go yet. Bianca Kathy. Okay. And then you have a crooked investigator who don't do no investigations, don't have any professional investigations, no medical reports, no forensics, okay, no evidence of any abuse or allegations. We have Teresa Valentine's. And then we have a Follow T Barney Fife cop, officer, Lawrenceburg Police Department, Field Brewer. And then we have a court clerk, Jonathan Bradley. And then we're gonna give you the little side ones. We have your assistant district attorney Christy, which she, as from what I heard, has retired. But don't leave her out. And then we have some lawyers that we want to call out. Okay, yeah, you can't really trust too many lawyers, but we're gonna give y'all a highlight today. Ben Bush, shout out to Ben Bush for being a crooked lawyer to erase medical record information, to falsify documents, okay, misuse and abuse your power. So we want to shoot you out. And then we got Mr. Kersey in the building. We ain't gonna leave Mr. Kersey out. And we ain't gonna leave out James McVeigh. He disappeared. Y'all must have ate him because I ain't seen him since the last time. Okay, so he got on down, and then who else? We have a judge on the one, and I gotta come before him pretty soon. Okay, and I know I ain't gonna get no justice. Okay, because he ain't giving me any thus far, and that is the one and only Mike Harris. Mike Harris, if I might say. And then we have Judge Stockwell. Let's not leave him out. Now, by me saying these names, guys, that's a target on my head, but that's a target I'm willing to take. If I'm not around, they killed me. Okay? Okay. And they have been trying for some time now. This is why they all are retiring and things of that nature. Okay? But knowing someone bad has a way of following you again. So we just gonna leave you with that. But these are the names of the ones of the who are in collusion with taking people's children here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody had that and knew that. We're gonna get ready to go over here to do this debate, guys. And yeah, it's about to go down for the debate. So y'all make sure I see a debate between you and the fight. That y'all check it out. It's going down. I see the horizon. Okay. What y'all about to hear is just that. Yeah. I just want to give y'all the justice report to make sure that y'all continue to follow and be aware of the injustices that is happening here on in Tennessee. And if you look at the numbers, you can Google these things yourself. You will see the rising number, and it is actually one out of 10 states that's really high on foster children and children getting taken from their parents. So y'all make sure y'all check that out and be aware of that. I'm your hostess with the mostest tune time. Remember, be aware of your surroundings and watch your kids. Do you know where your children are? Thank you for tuning in. I'm your hostess with the mostest tune time. Remember, tune time is the right time to talk. Okay, so we want to put all of these people out here on blast for the injustices that are happening to our children in Lawrence County. We have other parents who are infuriated about what has happened concerning their children. Okay, and so we're asking for help, for justice for our children. Okay, in this particular broadcast is justice for Messiah. And so we're asking you, Governor, do your governing.